Loyalties are fickle among the dark seducers. Face now the least loyal, but most deadly. The skins of those you love will fly as my banners.
This is too much. Do I look like some kind of powerful sorceress to you? No, I'm just an apprentice. I can't take on an army of Baron Montclair's thugs. I mean, I want to advance within the Mages Guild, but they ask the impossible. The Magister in Shornhelm sent me out here to recover a relic called the Tear of Anurame. It's incredibly valuable. I don't think he even expects me to succeed. I think he's just trying to get me killed. You mean, you would go and get the Tear of Anurame for me? Yes, of course! If you'll go get the tear and bring it back to Magister Wolfdus in Shornhelm, that would show the old bastard. I think I could even claim credit. I can't tell you what a relief it is to have your help. I'll stay here for a little while in case you have any questions, but then I'll head back to Shornhelm. I'll tell Magister Wolfdus I've dealt with the matter, and he'll soon have his relic. You're the one doing the real work here. If all I have to do is answer a few questions, I'm getting off easy. What do you want to know? Magister Wolfdus said this assignment wasn't just a test of my magical ability, but also of my resourcefulness. Finding you and enlisting your help was pretty resourceful. At least that's the argument I intend to make. According to legend, it's the final tear shed by the Ayleid princess Anurame after she was betrayed by her lover. They say its substance is pure hatred, and it has the power to crush armies. The book I brought with me describes it in more detail. I've been studying magic for a few months, but all I can really do is conjure up a light. I suppose that would help you a little, but honestly, I have a feeling I'd just get killed. I might even get you killed, too.
That will teach them not to cross us.
Smell that air. Smells like victory. House Montclair's hold on Shornhelm has been broken, but our job isn't done yet. Montclair loyalists still operate out of Shornhelm, yes? Whatever they are planning, we must know. They use couriers to pass messages, and that is how we shall find their informer, their spy. Adusa would sniff him out, but for you, something more subtle. Start at the west gate, find the courier named Guitot. Follow him, watch him. He will try to pass a message. Watch and see who comes to find it. What is it?
I can't believe it. You mean Anenya was actually telling the truth? That girl has failed every assignment I've given her. She doesn't have a shred of natural magic ability. But if you have the tear of Anurame, I have to admit, I'm impressed. Stupendous! You have done a valuable service, my friend. Not just for Anenya, but for the guild as a whole. Actually, for all of Tamriel. This relic's very dangerous, and we can now ensure it is put somewhere safe.
I'm sorry. I'm waiting for someone. Would you leave me to my thoughts, please? Yes! Did Clandor send you? Where is he? When will he be here? This is so exciting! He's been gone so long. What? No. He couldn't have. What happened? How did he die? By the 8. A vampire? That mule. That ass. Do you have any idea how long I've been waiting for him? We had something wonderful together, and he goes and gets himself killed? As a vampire. That's it. I've decided. Men are all mules. I'm going to march right over to the Dead Wolf, get ripping drunk. Maybe tomorrow I'll join the city guard. Bah. Thanks for telling me, I guess. If you'll excuse me.
They should really make the mugs bigger.
You did all us a favor by saving Wayrest. What were you doing down in those sewers?
Stop following me.
Someone in need?
I've a fine selection to choose from.
I've got a lot to do here.
Adusa was just thinking of you. Did the courier reveal anything important? A coin? How clever. Who would suspect a simple coin thrown into a fountain for good luck? And see this? There's a message on the coin. No clue. It's in some sort of code. Adusa can't make head or tails of it. This one made a joke, yes? This date. Could it be the key to the code? Here, take this copy of the message. Adusa has her own inquiries to make. You must decipher this code. Seek out my friend, Sahil. He should be able to help. He's usually on the second floor of the Dead Wolf Inn. He loves to watch the fire burn in the hearth.
So much to do, so little time.
Hey there, friend. You're blocking my view of the fire, and the heat too. Mind shifting a bit? Oh, really? She told you I could do that. She's right, of course. I'm really very smart. I just need the right incentive. Simply giving away my brilliance would make me feel foolish, and I don't like that feeling. That ought to cover it. Let's see. It's a simple replacement code. Count back 5 letters and... Your spy's initials are EC. There's a dust sweep in town. Edward Keld. He often acts as a go-between for unsavory types. I'm not sure, but he lives somewhere near the south gate. Check with Vignac, the Unkempt. If anyone knows what goes on around the south gate, it's that wily beggar.
Please, don't walk away. Don't ignore me. I really need your help. This blasted war has been devastating to us common folk. Can you spare a few pieces of gold for a poor beggar? Ah, a trade, of course. Give me some gold and I'll tell you what I know. A pleasure doing business with you. He's a dust sweep. At least that's what he claims to be. I haven't seen him lift a broom or a brush in an elf's age. He has a house across the way which he shares with his wife.
Fine, how do you do? Do you make a habit of barging into a person's house? You're lucky. If I weren't so exhausted, I'd knock you over the head with my broomstick. If you're looking for my lazy husband, he's out somewhere, doing who knows what. I work 2 jobs to keep us fed, but they call him the dust sweep. Breaks my heart. He was, but there isn't much call for his services of late. Me, I take care of the miller's children every morning and then clean noble manors all afternoon. I'm wiped out. Well, things might be worse elsewhere. We at least have a house here, such as it is. I don't want to end up living in some raggedy tent worrying about wild animals, or worse, attacking. Shornhelm is my home. That's where I'll stay. What do you think you're doing? First you enter uninvited, then you start rifling through my cabinets. What is this, some kind of sick joke? Wait, I've never seen that book. What is it? He what? No. My husband has some silly ideas, but he's not... He wouldn't. What are you going to do? He didn't do this out of malice. He just wanted to support us. He hates that I have to work so hard. He's a good man, but they'll kill him for this. Keep the codebook, just don't implicate my husband. You have what you need, right? Just keep Edward out of it. You get what you need, and my husband remains a free man. Idiot. Oh, what was he thinking? Oh, divines, have mercy on us. Ugh.
Just a small donation.
Have you discovered the identity of the informer? Edward Keld. Really? It's always the ones you least suspect. We'll learn much from Edward, though he may not be a willing teacher. Thank you for your help. You have been extremely helpful, Five Claw. We unraveled the threads of this plot with skill and daring, like unrolling a spool of yarn. Yarn. Sorry, this one gets easily distracted sometimes. What were we talking about? Oh, yes, yes. This proves Montclair's allies are still plotting and scheming. While you were tracking the spy, Adusa did some tracking of her own. Arcorian Two-Blades, a ruthless killer, is now on the Montclair payroll.
Kill the killer. Adusa would rather do the work herself, but this codebook demands immediate attention. Find the assassin where he waits, west of town. When the deed is done, find me at Ravenwatch Manor. Bright moons guide you.
That's Two-Blades. He has been a scourge on Rivenspire for years. But working for Montclair, that is the straw that broke the Ponyquar's back. He is a cold-hearted killer who enjoys what he does. Just last month, Two-Blades ambushed a caravan bringing supplies to an orphanage in Stormhaven, slaughtered the guards, and made off with the goods. He has no sense of honor.
What do you want?
Dear family track.
No one followed you here, did they? I don't want to move again. I came out here to be alone. Rivenspire is falling to pieces, and I want no part of it. If I were you, I'd find a hole to climb in, and I wouldn't come out until all this passes.
To do itself.
What do you want?
Two steps forward, two steps back.
I'll be at this a while.
Give Adusa the good news. Tell this one that our Corian Two Blades is just a bitter memory. Best news, this one has hurt all day. Rivenspire will sleep easier without that monster lurking in the shadows. Maybe we should change his name to No Blades, yes? Get it? Anyway, thanks for your help. It's good to see Verandis was right about you. You make Rivenspire a safer place with every task you complete. You had a taste with Two Blades. Ready for something with a little more meat on its bones? Adusa has been studying this codebook, gathering information, learning what she can. It seems Montclair's forces are resolved. They hired Two Blades to eliminate a list of targets. We need that list. Do you actually listen to what Adusa says? Yes! Get the list. This one learned that Rasaba the Keen carries the list. Kill Rasaba, or do not, Five Claw. As you choose. We only need the list. To find Rasaba and the list, head due south from the manor. Follow the river, and you should see them camped between Silver Hoof Vale and Camp Tamriel. Rasaba the Keen's as cunning as she is brutal. She fought her way to the top of her organization, climbing a ladder of blood. There's always a group of fierce young warriors at her side. If it turns into a battle, you're going to have a war on your hands. This one is a master of stealth and a gatherer of information. Sometimes Adusa strikes, but sometimes Adusa points the blade and lets another drive it home.
Ah, one of Verandis' friends. Or just a weary traveler seeking refuge, maybe? Don't worry. I won't eat you. The Count's particular about the menu here at Castle Ravenwatch. I do have a thirst for competition, though. Do you play Tales of Tribute?
Thank you for sparing me. I may never be my true self again, but I can still serve Rivenspire.
You keep coming back to talk to me. If you're trying to get my attention, you're gonna have to do better than that.
My friend, your return, it is well-timed. For some reason, Montclair's forces have attacked the castle. This one can't imagine why they would do such a thing. Oh, yes. Adusa is fine. Nothing to worry about. Let's take a look at that list. Of course. Barandis, Adusa, and Quindis. We're at the top of the list. That would certainly explain why they attacked the castle, yes? We are the targets? Well, that only proves we are doing something right. If no one wants to kill you, you are not trying hard enough, this one always says. All? All is a very big number, Five Claw. This one smells more of them. All around, in the shadows. We'll meet them here, in the open. No, too open. Into the castle, less directions to defend against. Quickly, Five Claw, follow Adusa. Ready yourself, Fight. Fight now, talk later. How courageous of you. Ill-advised, but courageous. Adusa has flaws enough for all of you.
Over so soon.
Meet this one outside, my friend. Let's make sure we eliminated all of the assassins. How dare the fools invade Ravenwatch Castle? Did they really think they could prevail against us? Now, we fight back. These villains, they think they can strike at us where we live? They are fools, and less than fools. We will take the fight to them. Thanks to the information you have gathered, we know where the worm behind this hides. These assassins. They thought they were hunting us. Now Adusa turns the tables. Now we hunt them. Arcorian Two-Blades, Rasaba the Keen. They were hired by Montclair's nephew, a diseased worm named Robert. He seeks to turn Montclair's remaining forces into an army, bolstered by hired blades. Thanks to the codebook you found, yes. Robert is hiding inside the old Montclair Manor in Shornhelm's upper city. We'll meet in front of the manor house. Then, we finish this, one way or another. Meet Adusa at Montclair Manor, Five Claws. It's in Shornhelm's upper city. This one must clean up here first, or Verandis will become very cross. He hates it when we play with our food. A shallow man, lacking any redeemable qualities. This is a power grab, pure and simple. He's trading on his name to try and get a slice of the Rivenspire pie. But if he wants pie, Adusa has a pie for him right here.
Good to get stocked up.
Help me. I have nothing. Montclair's nephew is close. Adusa can smell Robert from here. Adusa is very, very ready. Besides, the odds of actually dying, well, you know how it is with vampires. We're pretty hard to kill. Come, let us put an end to this. My claws and daggers are ready. This one will fight like a whirlwind of fury. You are a worm, and you will die like a worm. You worm!
You meddled in my boss's business long enough. It looks like I'm gonna kill you myself.
Burn it!
My boss's business long enough. It looks like I'll have to kill you myself.
Adusa is so happy she could just purr. The fighting, the blood, the excitement. Adusa hasn't had so much fun in an elf's age. And yes, we ended another threat to Rivenspire. That too. All in all, Adusa had a fine, fine day. This threat? Yes. But don't worry, another will appear before you know it. You have been a friend to Adusa, and to Rivenspire. Stay fragrant, Five Claw. This one is sure we will meet again someday. You did well, my friend. Adusa would fight at your side anytime. You'll be the first person Adusa calls. Promise.
This is the life, isn't it?
Yeah! An undead werewolf took over Camelot. An undead werewolf? How does that even work?
Always nice to get stocked up. Well, look at that. Let's make this quick.
Hey, what's a little extortion among friends?
Hagraven and her bandit cronies will get the best of Parkier Gimbert. Oh, my head. Stupid lighthouse. Stupid bandits. Stupid Hagraven. Oh.
Why is everything spinning?
My shoes? Oh, let me think. I was walking along the shore looking for mud crabs when a Hagraven tried to get frisky with me. She said she liked the cut of my toes. I told her, no, I'm a married man. After that, my memory gets a bit fuzzy. Oh no, my mace! The mace of Dormouse, someone or another. It belongs to my wife. She'll kill me if I lost it. Can you find the mace? Maybe the Hagraven has it. I think I remember seeing her head toward our lighthouse. I need to sit here until the spinning stops.
I am so doomed. And it feels like there's a dozen horses dancing the wood elf frolic directly behind my left eye.
It's a family heirloom. Been in my lovely Frederick's family for generations. If I go back to the lighthouse without her mace, Frederick will never forgive me. And her mother, she'll give me that look. Oh, you know the one. The one that rips away your confidence and your dignity and leaves you doubting your very worth to society. That look. The Hagraven cast a spell. That's the only explanation for how the mace slipped from my fingers. Why are you so interested in my bloody shoes? Just please, find my wife's mace. I really can't stand to disappoint her again. You ask more questions than a curious Khajiit. What's to tell? She screeched something unintelligible at me, tried to take advantage of my manly charms, and then cast a spell on me. If she's headed to our lighthouse, my wife is in danger.
Is there something I can do for you? I really am rather busy at the moment. Of course not. Do I look like a monster to you? Let me guess. You met my drunken waste of a husband, Parkier? I'm sure he was remorseful, hungover, and telling tall tales. And he probably wasn't wearing any shoes. He lost the mace of Dumont Belland? Again? And tried to blame a Hagraven? I found him last night, drunk as a naked Nord and refusing to listen to a word I said. He ran off, waving the mace and yelling incoherently about mud crabs and his manly charms. Parkier probably dropped it near the river. It's not that far. Just head toward the mountains and you'll run right into it. Maybe you'll find his shoes while you're out there, too. In any event, I'm grateful for your help. And a remarkable pedigree as well. My ancestor, Dumont Belland, carried it proudly into battle. Most notably, it helped him win the Second Battle of Shornhelm. Or was it the Third Battle of North Point? Well, it's oh so important to my family.
Better overstocked than under.
My friend! How good to see you again. Did you give the Hagraven a proper thrashing? And did you happen to find my wife's mace? Tell me all is well, and we'll drink to our good fortune. My wife? You met the lovely Frederique? But what about that feisty Hagraven? I'm sure I remember her saying something about how arousing mud crabs on the half-shell could be, but tell me, did you find the mace? Ah, yes. I was trying to smash a few mud crabs when the bandits arrived. I barely escaped with my manly charms intact. Well, thanks for finding the mace of Dumont Belland. Frederique can get very loud and screechy when she's upset with me. These don't look like my shoes. Mine had tassels here, and a tear there, and more buckles. My shoes definitely have more buckles. But thank you for finding my wife's mace. I wish I could have been there with you when you took down that Hagraven.
There's my brave warrior, as barefooted as the day I met him. Do you remember anything from last night?
There you are, my sweet. I battled a Hagraven last night. Or was it a mud crab?
Yes, dear. Of course, dear. And what did I tell you about wearing shoes? You promised you'd put them on whenever you left the lighthouse. Thank you for returning my mace. My husband always loses things, and he refuses to put on a decent pair of shoes. But I do love him so. As soon as he's sober, though, we're going to have a talk about why I remind him of a Hagraven.
Shoes? Shoes are for a lesser man. My manly toes need to breathe. It's a medicinal fact.
Oh, hello. I thought that maybe you were my wife. I got back from my job at the cemetery, but she wasn't here. Bad news. Has something happened to my wife? To poor Nadafa? Well, spit it out. I can handle it. Tell me what happened to my wife. What a thoughtful person you are, coming all this way to give me this news. Thank you. Now, if you don't mind, I need to be alone for a while.